I was diagnosed when I was 6 years old, and that was literally the first time I'd been hospitalized since I was born. I'd never had to go to the hospital for anything, and back then, insulin pumps weren't really a part of the deal. I did shots for the first 7 years. I remember going to Disney World as a kid and having to always carry around like a waist pack full of things and have like a prescription from the doctor so no one was questioning why you had all these syringes. I got my insulin pump right before I went to high school, so being able to stay out later with friends and eat different foods and not having to haul supplies around separately, have some sort of bag or something else to manage things while you're out. I am a dentist. I have a clinical practice to run, so I can't get low during the day. It would impact my ability to do my job, so management of my blood sugars is incredibly important. During pregnancy, there's a lot to take on, whether you're type 1 or not. But with type 1, there's so many more things to consider because there's a lot of worry with diabetic pregnancy. You know, lots of complications that can arise both for me and the baby. To know that that could affect my child is heavy. It weighs on you. My biggest fear is that being unable to control things would detrimentally affect my baby. And it was one of the reasons that I waited as long as I did to have a kid, honestly. I knew some of the complications that could come up or birth defects that could happen, but when they say it to you in a medical setting, it makes it real. A cure would mean my mind could take a break from having to do the work of a pancreas. It would mean that I could be around for my child in a complication-free way. I think it's so important to raise money for JDRF and the research that they fund. Obviously, our ultimate goal would be to cure this disease and no longer require the services of JDRF, but in the meantime, there's so many helpful innovations and steps we can take to improve the lives of those who do have type 1 diabetes. JDRF really does have an impact as far as, you know, advances in the technology and advances in medicine that will directly benefit those that have type 1 diabetes.